Now, the ex-bodyguard in question, who recorded and leaked the audio, made an entire video narrating how it came out. He said it happened during one of Diddy's freak-offs, and he decided to lean by the door to record what he was hearing, because he was shocked to see Meek allowing Diddy to pound him like this. He said,
they continue to say things that do not get them closer to what they want, which is bond. It's led to indictments, and if he can begin to introspect and kind of reverse engineer some of his choices and recognize it is my decisions alone that have led me here, and if I can communicate differently moving forward, maybe the ultimate sentence, even if convicted, could be better, perhaps could lead to bond eventually, but it can be very difficult in segregation. And his lawyers have to stop blaming and excusing and talking about how difficult the experience is, because here's what a judge is going to say. If you were so concerned about what these filthy living conditions would be like in a detention center, if you were so concerned about your safety, you wouldn't have obstructed justice. You would not have, according to the government, created victims over a sustained period of time. Until he changes his message, more problems are going to follow.
And Diddy allegedly has been accused of using different drugs in the past. Even prosecutors have said on the night he was arrested that there was allegedly pink cocaine in his hotel room.
The FBI has entered the scene, and it's not looking good for Diddy and those in his circle. After years of speculation, rumors, and whispers, the Bureau has reportedly gathered hard evidence linking some of the industry's biggest names to Diddy's infamous feek-offs. Rappers like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and others are now under scrutiny as investigators dig into Diddy's dark, secretive world. This isn't just another Hollywood scandal. It's the beginning of a massive unraveling of the music industry's hidden secrets. What the FBI has uncovered could change everything.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them.
Prosecutors say Combs punched and kicked his victims to try to keep them under control. He'd also, they say, filled them up with drugs like ketamine and ecstasy for long periods of time, even using incriminating records to try to manipulate his victims. Prosecutors say they discovered this wide range of evidence against Combs in several raids. They found things, they say, like AR-15s, narcotics, more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants.
For years, fans and insiders speculated about these events, but no one expected the extent of what's now being revealed. What was once just a rumor is turning into solid evidence, as shocking details emerge about who attended, what went on, and the power dynamics in Diddy's world. And it's not just about Diddy anymore. The ripples of this investigation are reaching the highest levels of the rap. Today, we're diving into the story behind this unfolding investigation, what evidence the FBI reportedly has, and how this could impact some of the biggest names in music. Stay around as we uncover the secrets of Diddy's feek-offs, the high-profile names allegedly involved, and the potential fallout that could shake the industry to its core. Subscribe if you want to stay informed, and let's get into it. The FBI's entry into Diddy's world. The FBI's recent involvement in the investigation surrounding Diddy and his feek-offs marks a major turning point. After years of rumors, the Bureau's involvement is a signal that there's more to this story than just celebrity gossip. It's reported that federal agents have been quietly collecting information, including videos, documents, and testimonies about the activities that took place at these notorious events. Their entry into this case suggests that the allegations against Diddy and his circle are serious, possibly involving criminal behavior that could lead to charges for more than one high-profile figure. The investigation reportedly goes beyond Diddy, targeting other influential individuals who participated in or enabled the feek-offs. Sources close to the investigation reveal that the FBI is looking into the nature of these gatherings, including claims of underage attendance, inappropriate conduct, and substances being used. For years, the music industry has brushed off stories about these parties, but with the FBI involved, the truth might finally be coming to light. The FBI's interest is not limited to Diddy alone. It's a look into a much larger web of influence and power in the entertainment world. Their involvement has added a level of seriousness that even the most powerful in Hollywood and the music industry cannot ignore. The question now is, how far will this investigation go, and who else could be implicated? High-profile names under scrutiny. As the FBI delves deeper into Diddy's feek-offs, several high-profile names are now under scrutiny. Rappers like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and others have reportedly been linked to these gatherings, either through attendance or association. For years, the feek-offs were an open secret, places where big names gathered for exclusive entertainment. But now, that association is under fire as investigators question the intent and activities at these events. The allegations suggest that these rappers were more than just party attendees. They were part of a network built on influence, where attendance at these gatherings wasn't just for fun, it was a power power play. Attending these parties, especially those hosted by someone as influential as Diddy, meant aligning oneself with a powerful circle in the industry. But now, that alignment could mean something much darker, especially if the FBI's findings lead to public revelations about what went on behind closed doors. This investigation could significantly impact the careers of these rappers. For Jay-Z, whose career spans decades, and Meek Mill, who has recently spoken out on industry reform, the link to Diddy's feek-offs could contradict their public images. If the FBI's evidence goes public, it could put these icons' reputations, and possibly even their careers, in jeopardy. The investigation's focus on these artists shows that no one is immune to the consequences of Diddy's world. Hard evidence collected by the FBI. According to sources, the FBI has gathered hard evidence connecting some of the biggest names in hip-hop to Diddy's feek-offs. This isn't just hearsay. Federal agents reportedly have concrete materials that include footage, audio recordings, and potentially even written agreements that hint at the nature of these gatherings. For years, fans and insiders have speculated, but this evidence could finally confirm what's been whispered about in the industry for decades. The implications of this evidence are massive. Insiders suggest that the FBI's findings may include details about illegal activities that took place at these feek-offs, including allegations of coercion and substance misuse. For those linked to the gatherings, this evidence could lead to serious repercussions, including potential criminal charges or civil lawsuits. The Bureau's thorough collection of materials is a testament to how serious this investigation has become, and the lengths they're willing to go to uncover the truth. As details begin to emerge, many wonder how deep this evidence goes, and who might be implicated next. With every new piece of evidence, the stakes are raised for everyone involved. The hard evidence isn't just a blow to Diddy, it's a signal to the entire industry that the days of hiding behind fame and fortune may be over. Jay-Z's alleged involvement and implications.
Now, I bet you want to know why Jay-Z and Beyonce's name keep popping up around the whole Diddy thing. Well, that's why I'm here. Now, first thing you gotta know is when somebody like Diddy gets taken down, things always start out as a rumor. Diddy has had rumors floating around for like decades. Well, Jay-Z had a problem. He right there in the corner, by the way. Jay-Z has had a few rumors himself, but more like speculation. People see Jay-Z in a picture of R. Kelly, they're like, I guess they both make music. Then Jay-Z with Harvey Weinstein. People are like, I guess they both do business. Then, of course, Jay-Z with Diddy. Now, hold on. Here's the thing. Jay-Z and Diddy go way back. Like back to the days when they were both coming up. So you could say they might just have a lot of respect for each other. But on the other hand, people are like, well, if you've known each other that long, Jay-Z, you must have known what Diddy was on. But Jay-Z has always had a history of keeping quiet, which brings us to Aaliyah. Now, I'm sure y'all remember R. Kelly dated Aaliyah when she literally needed her parents' permission slip to get married. Now, if I remember correctly, her parents got the permission slip and said, marry who? And that's how this whole thing got exposed. Now, a lot of people in the industry actually knew about this relationship because they would work with R. Kelly. They would be in the studio with R. Kelly. Now, according to Dame Dash, who listened closely, was Jay-Z's first business partner and also dated Aaliyah when she was 21. He said this is how it went. He said he didn't want anything to do with R. Kelly because everyone knew what type of timing R. Kelly was on. He looks over at Jay-Z and Jay-Z's out here creating collab albums with R. Kelly. But then he saw why. For starters, everyone had a crush on Aaliyah. People were waiting down the clock until she turned 18. But Jay-Z decided to get a head start. Now, there was absolutely no proof that Jay-Z went after Aaliyah, but people were like, let me see another picture. But apparently Jay-Z wasn't successful and Dame Dash started dating her when she was 21. Now, what does this all have to do with Diddy? It's the secrets. It's the, like what happened to Diddy, making people wonder. Nas came out, well, he technically didn't come out and say this, but while he was having his legendary beef with Jay-Z, he's doing a radio interview and he's saying, it's weird that Jay-Z be working with people that need a permission slip to marry somebody.
Jay-Z's alleged involvement in Diddy's feek-offs is a shocking revelation that has left fans and insiders reeling. Jay-Z, known for his influence in both music and business, has built an empire over the years, but this connection to Diddy's gatherings could put all of that at risk. It's reported that Jay-Z attended multiple feek-offs, suggesting a closer link to Diddy's inner circle than many initially thought.
When you sit here, you know, the one question everybody has is there a part of you that thinks it's time for me to get back in the studio, or you're in no rush to do that, or are you waiting till the time is right for you?
Yeah, I think...
Because we can't use the word retirement for you.
Yeah. No, I already did that. I can't do that ever again. I would say I want to make music, but it has to be something important. I don't want to just make a bunch of tunes. That's not going to serve me. It won't feed me, first of all.
What does feed you? What feeds you?
I have to be saying something important. It has to mean something. You know, it has to mean something to a larger society. Like 444, for example, was a personal story. Yeah. But the amount of vulnerability in there allowed for a lot of people to explore the space.
The potential implications of Jay-Z's alleged attendance at these gatherings are huge. For a man who has positioned himself as an icon of success and social reform, this association with Diddy's freak-offs could be damaging to his reputation if the FBI's findings reveal any misconduct, or if Jay-Z's presence is linked to questionable activities. It could tarnish his image as a role model and even affect his business ventures. Many wonder why someone of Jay-Z's stature would attend these events, especially considering his commitment to social justice. But the reality of fame and influence in the music industry is often complex. Some speculate that his attendance was more about networking than endorsement of what went on behind closed doors. However, with the FBI now involved, the nuances of his reasons may not matter. This association alone could be enough to spark public outcry and potentially lead to legal scrutiny. Meek Mill's response to the investigation.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Meek Mill, another name reportedly linked to Diddy's freak-offs, has responded to the growing scrutiny surrounding his involvement. Known for his advocacy for criminal justice reform, Meek has spoken openly about his efforts to bring change to the industry. However, his alleged connection to Diddy's gatherings contradicts his public stance, leaving fans questioning his authenticity.
We do this shit for our family, our sons, whatever they taught us in the streets. We grew up looking up to niggas. I looked up to niggas like Puppet. I was on TV. I was so far gone. We grew up looking up to niggas on the corner that was on the corner for 25 years, and then I got in the game and I got a chance to brush shoulders with niggas that's setting motherfucking family legacies. You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Next up, for real. I see you with your pop. A nigga that's rich getting money, appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a son now. I ain't had no pop. I got a son now, so I'm trying to do it like that, nigga. Where I'm in somewhere in the middle of California. I got a house. My son got a house. My son getting money. I'm getting money. That's what we doing it for. Me and our whole family. Shout out to the Con fans, for real. This shit for real. Yeah, no, hell yeah. Pup took the sacrifice. Now it's on. Now it's y'all turn. Streets over here. We do this shit for our family, our sons, whatever they taught us in the streets. We grew up looking up to niggas. I looked up to niggas like Puppet. I was on TV. I was so far gone. We grew up looking up to niggas on the corner that was on the corner for 25 years, and then I got in the game and I got a chance to brush shoulders with niggas that's setting motherfucking family legacies. You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Next up, for real. I see you with your pop. A nigga that's rich getting money, appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a son now. I ain't had no pop. I got a son now, so I'm trying to do it like that, nigga. Where I'm in somewhere in the middle of California. I got a house. My son got a house. My son getting money. I'm getting money. That's what we doing it for. Me and our whole family. Shout out to the Con fans, for real. This shit for real. Yeah, no, hell yeah. Pup took the sacrifice. Now it's on. Now it's y'all turn.
Meek's response has been one of denial. He has stated that he attended certain events, but denies any knowledge of illegal or inappropriate activities. According to Meek, he was unaware of the full nature of these gatherings and is shocked by the allegations. His fans are divided, with some standing by him and others expressing disappointment in what they see as a contradiction between his public image and his alleged private behavior. The investigation has put Meek in a difficult position. If the FBI's findings contradict his statements, it could damage his credibility and impact his advocacy work. The stakes are high for Meek as he navigates the challenges of staying true to his message while dealing with the potential fallout from this association with Diddy. Impact on Diddy's closest allies. The ripple effects of Diddy's scandal extend far beyond himself, with even his closest allies feeling the fallout. Those who once considered Diddy a mentor or business partner are finding themselves in an uncomfortable position. As the investigation progresses, the loyalty of Diddy's circle is being put to the test. Associates, friends, and collaborators are now weighing the risks of standing by him or quietly distancing themselves to protect their own careers.
We got another special one. Hold on, ain't nothing like a mama's love.
Well, here
Mama Combs in the building, y'all. That's my twin.
The vigilance. Vigilance. You understand? This man has been the motivation for this entire movement.
It's been reported that a number of Diddy's past and current associates are experiencing a decline in public favor, with fans urging them to come forward or address their connections to Diddy's gatherings. The public wants answers, and anyone tied to him might face scrutiny. Some industry insiders believe that a few close friends may even face legal questioning themselves, as authorities dive deeper into the details of the feek-offs. This unfolding saga shows the high cost of being connected to powerful figures in Hollywood, and the impact of keeping secrets for so long. Diddy's reputation and influence, gone forever. Diddy, once a giant in the music world, finds his reputation in serious jeopardy. He was known not only for his musical talent, but also for his influence in shaping the industry. However, with each revelation, his influence and legacy are tarnished. While he was once seen as a mentor to rising stars, the allegations paint him as a figure who used his position for questionable purposes, overshadowing his accomplishments.
There is one term that has gone viral since the indictment of Sean Diddy Combs, more than anything else. You've heard it here on Sidebar, you've heard it amplified in the media. It is called a freak-off. This alleged performance that is at the center of this criminal case facing the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs. And I'm going to go over some of the details of these freak-off sessions as laid out in the government's indictment and in their subsequent letters that they filed with the court when they argued against Combs' bail, which, by the way, was denied twice. Now, he's currently locked up in the Brooklyn Detention Center. Combs is facing charges of racketeering conspiracy, trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, transportation to engage in prostitution. We've mentioned it before, but he could be looking at 15 years to life in prison. That's how serious these charges are. But the main theme here, the main allegation, is that Combs led a criminal enterprise.
For the public, this scandal raises a question. Can Diddy's legacy survive such serious accusations? Some fans have abandoned their support, feeling betrayed by the disconnect between his public image and the details emerging from the investigation. The music industry too is watching closely, knowing that if Diddy's reputation crumbles, it could forever change how powerful figures in entertainment are viewed and held accountable. His empire, built on years of influence, may be nearing an end that no one ever expected. Potential legal ramifications for high-profile artists. As the investigation grows, it's becoming clear that Diddy might not be the only one facing consequences. Evidence suggests that other artists attended these feek-offs, raising concerns that they too may face legal scrutiny. The Bureau is reportedly examining evidence that could implicate several high-profile rappers in activities that extend beyond innocent gatherings. Some believe this investigation could set a precedent for holding powerful figures accountable, even in the entertainment world.
Celebrities like Paris Hilton, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, and Chris Brown were among those photographed at the white parties, which ran from the years of 1990s to the 2000s. Jennifer Lopez and her management team is said to be on a high alert in case she gets dragged into any of the ongoing criminal investigations against Sean Diddy Combs, who was once, remember, her long-time boyfriend. Insiders have now claimed that the vocalist's team had discussions about whether she should make some public clarifications for being arrested with the rapper back on December 27th of 1999. And as the singer was dating Sean Diddy Combs, during those days, she was taken into custody because a gun was found inside his car that they used to escape from the shooting scene. While Jennifer Lopez was let out shortly after, with cops clearing her of any involvement in the criminal activity, her romance partner and his bodyguard, Anthony Wolf-Jones, were charged with this crime.
For fans, it's shocking to think that their favorite artists could be involved in these allegations. Many are calling for a transparent process, hoping that justice is served where it's due. Industry insiders warn that the fallout from this investigation could extend beyond individual reputations, forcing the music industry to reconsider its protective shield over its stars. The idea that these powerful artists could face real consequences is a new reality, one that could reshape the industry as we know it. The cultural impact and public backlash. The public backlash surrounding Diddy's scandal is a cultural shift in itself, showing that fans are no longer willing to overlook alleged misconduct in the name of fame. Social media has become a hotbed of discussion, with fans debating the ethics of supporting artists who may have been involved in the feek-offs. This isn't just about one man's downfall, it's about the values we expect from those we look up to.
Kim unfollowed Diddy 24 hours before that happened. She and Chris has close ties, but the FBI and law enforcement they know something was gonna happen.
Fans are demanding accountability, reflecting a new era where actions off stage matter just as much as talent. As one social media user put it, we love the music, but we can't ignore the reality. This cultural shift could change how fans interact with the music industry and how artists are held responsible for their behavior. It's a call for change, showing that the public's tolerance for misconduct has its limits, even when it comes to some of their biggest idols. The industry's cautious response. The music industry's response to Diddy's scandal has been measured, with some choosing silence, hoping to avoid any association with the ongoing investigation. Others, however, are taking quiet steps to distance themselves, worried that their association with Diddy could tarnish their reputation. This scandal has become a true test for the industry, forcing executives and artists to decide if they'll stand by Diddy or make a clean break.
So apparently, there is allegedly a secret video footage that has released of Kris Jenner and Diddy's house.
You choose to sign with somebody as truly evil as Lou Taylor, unless you didn't have a choice.
Well, it puts him in a very difficult position because if he is ever charged, whether on the state side or federally, if he ever testifies, there's going to be limitations on whether he can actually do so without being confronted with things like this. So there's a lot of collateral impacts of this video, even if those particular acts are not being charged in the federal case.
Now, this is a bit of a Stranger Things type of episode. As you guys know, P. Diddy's house just got raided. He's allegedly flown away. Well, at least his private jet has. Who knows if he's on it? And it's going down when it comes to Diddy, bro. Like, it's going down. Well, people notice something. It's alleged. It's alleged. Calm down. But check this out. So somebody posted, Kim unfollowed Diddy 24 hours before that happened. She and Kris has close ties, but the FBI and law enforcement, they know something was gonna happen.
For the industry, the stakes are high. Maintaining connections with Diddy could risk public backlash, but abandoning him might come with its own set of consequences. Industry insiders believe this scandal is forcing the business to confront uncomfortable truths about its relationship with fame and influence. This careful approach highlights just how intertwined loyalty and reputation are in Hollywood, and how fragile those ties become in times of crisis. The future of Diddy's legacy in hip-hop culture. As Diddy's scandal unfolds, his once celebrated legacy is now under a dark cloud. For years, he was a pioneer in hip-hop, but this investigation has put his role in the genre into question. For fans and future artists, Diddy's legacy serves as a reminder of both the highs and the troubling lows of fame. What was once a story of success and resilience may now be remembered for scandal and controversy.
Kim unfollowed Diddy 24 hours before that happened. She and Kris has close ties, but the FBI and law enforcement, they know something was gonna happen. They know everything. Any man that
Diddy's story prompts a broader reflection within hip-hop about the industry's power dynamics and the risks of unchecked influence. Will hip-hop culture emerge stronger with a renewed focus on accountability, or will it continue down the path that enabled figures like Diddy to rise without question? This scandal is more than just about one man. It's a challenge to hip-hop's values and future. The public, too, has had a major awakening. Fans are no longer willing to overlook misconduct in the name of music. They're demanding transparency, pushing back against the systems that have protected the powerful for so long. With evidence pointing to the involvement of several high-profile artists, it's clear that this investigation won't just affect Diddy's reputation, but could send ripples through the entire music industry.
This video I made of celebrities that live on Star Island, you know, that homemade island out in Biscayne Bay. I have Rick Ross, I have Gloria Estefan. Check it out. So here is Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez. Yes, I said Alex. They actually purchased it in 2020 for $32.5 million. I wonder who has custody or if they share it on the weekends. It's a beautiful mansion. And here is Gloria Estefan and her husband Emilio Estefan's Star Island mansion that they purchased in 1986. So word around the island is that Mr. Rick Ross is under contract for this $37.5 million mansion. Here is Rosie O'Donnell's former mansion. She purchased it in 1999 for $6.7 million and sold it in 2016 for $16.5 million. Nice job. And Diddy owns both of these mansions. He bought the first one in 2000-ish and the second one in 2021 from...
It's a wake-up call for an industry that has, for too long, turned a blind eye to the actions of its most influential figures. The question now isn't just about what happens to Diddy, but about how the music industry will move forward. Will it embrace change, accountability, and transparency, or will it risk alienating the very fans who have built it up? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Diddy's scandal and its far-reaching impact. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this developing story. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Diddy's legacy can survive this, or is this the end for the hip-hop mogul?